Hey, to whoever may need this nugget of encouragement, things will be alright, so quit your worrying. I get it, the odds seem stacked back against the wall, but even consider it such, know you'll stand tall. Sat and watch from the sidelines one too many times. Wicked games we play make me wanna lose my mind. Found solitude knowing it'll be over soon. Ever need a boost, count on me for the 1-2. Trouble don't last when the tough get going. Baby, all we do is win, so show me my opponent.
Well, good afternoon, my lovelies, my loveys, my loves. Take a good look at the screen. Take it all in, folks. Take it all in. She's probably naked, just to add to that vision. This is what Jason wakes up to every day. This lovely, lovely woman. Let's hear what she has to say.
Oh, fuck. Closer, closer, close. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Tell me lies, tell me lies. Do 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 do. You could have green screen now on your background of your freaking live on your phone. I had no idea. That's awesome. All right.
Yeah, that would have really came in handy when you pretended like you were living in a different house than Jason. Remember that lie that you tried pulling on us? And you had stuff in the background to make it look like you were moving? That green screen would have came in handy then, huh? But as usual, it was just another lie out of the two of you's mouths. As usual, the two biggest liars on this platform.
I feel like shit. Let me just put that out. This Ozempic shot has been quite a doozy for me. Like, I can't even lift my head without feeling dizzy and nauseous.
I know everyone reacts differently to side effects of medications, and I'm not on Ozempic, so I don't know, but I know someone who is. One of my friends is on it, and she's just fine. I know a couple other people that are on it, and they don't seem to have these days of just nausea and can't move out of bed days. They get a little nausea here and there, and the doctor gives you medication for that. When you get Ozempic, they also include an anti-nausea medication with it. But Shanny, of course, it's so much worse for her than it is for anyone else, of course. And I'm pretty sure cookies and ice cream and all the other garbage that you buy at the grocery store is not helping your Ozempic diet now, is it? Is it?
That's one. But I do get this question, like, who are you for, Amber or Beck? I mean, though my normal response would be like, you know, I love Amber and I really like Beck as a person.
I would love to know who all these people that came to you to ask you, the all-knowing Shanny, but do you not understand? You love Amber? You don't even know Amber at all. What you don't understand is that they're not stupid, and they know that their relationship is something people are still interested in, and that Becky has all these answers, and that is she gonna spill the tea on Amber, and that interests people. It brings views, unlike your content that you put up.
But the nausea is pretty bad the last couple days.
Well, get used to it, sweetie, because you got a long way to go before you're ready for any kind of bariatric surgery, because you need to lose about 200 pounds before you're even considered for it.
But how do I feel about what's going on between both Beck and Amber? To tell you the truth, I think both of them are telling the truth in some parts, and both of them are lying in some parts. I don't think one is good over the other. This is relationship shit. You know, frankly, it's none of my business, frankly. And me not caring enough, I just don't. Like, I don't give a shit, in all honesty, over the intricacies of one's previous relationship. Especially when this is like old fucking news. This is like years ago shit. That's just both are too like both of them are different than what they used to be like anyway. Both of them have learned and grown from it, and I honestly don't think it's fair to like look at someone from 5 years ago, knowing they've changed so much within that 5 years, and like try to stem them as being a shitty person or not shitty person from that time period. Because it's like if you like put an argument like as showing a pattern of behavior, I would have much more, I guess, sympathy toward Beck. But I don't really have much sympathy for her. I don't really have much sympathy for Amber, to tell you the truth, when it comes to this shit, because it's like...
You just said what a good person, how much you loved Amberlynn, and now you have no sympathy for her? That's not loving someone, Shannon, having no sympathy for them.
Like, both of them made each other miserable. And both of them, they both are flawed people, like everyone else, and... I just don't get the appeal. It's not like they like continued the relationship. They didn't. They just it just stopped, you know. And it's like, who cares if Amber said things years from then about her relationship, and like who cares about what Beck has to say about things that happened years ago in that relationship? It's kind of like when I go back to Foodie Beauty and I'm showing you like the Nader stuff. It's like that type of boring. Like, who cares? It doesn't even matter anymore, you know?
It doesn't matter anymore, and that's why I don't believe for 1 second that people are reaching out to you to get your opinion on ALR or Beck and what side do you take, because nobody's talking about it anymore, to my knowledge. And if they are, it's not in my algorithm, so yikes.
That's just how I truly feel, like, but... I just don't have the energy to know, or, like, I don't care enough, to tell you the truth.
You don't have the energy? Why? Where are you expelling all of the energy that you wake up with every day? Where is it? Where is it in that 500 pounds of you? You might want to look for it, because you have nothing. There's nothing that you do that would exhaust you in any way. You lay around like a whale all day and eat.
To examine that shit. As for Foodie, she's a great head case, but it's like even her shit is getting to a point of being tedious, and just, you ain't doing anything special, and your views just, your content just is just dull, unappeasing, and when you're reviewing it, it's like you have to try to like put jokes in, or make things like make jokes to try to make it somewhat entertaining, and that is exhausting too. Is like, let's just be honest, Foodie, Beck, and Amberlynn, all miserable women. Well, I guess Beck is non-binary, sorry. But they're just miserable people, and they just want to constantly backbite at each other and others, and I'll be honest, I'm over it. I'm really over it.
Why, Shanny, do you think your content is so much less tedious? Because I react to you, and I can tell you right now, you're the most tedious people to cover. Because you will go live for 6 hours playing video games, and who the hell wants to sit through that? Your content sucks.
I've put so much energy and sympathy toward these women for so many years, and like, even to the point where I was comparing myself to them. And
I believe you referred to it as being part of the holy trinity of fat girls on YouTube. I think that's how you invested or invited yourself into that group of people.
Now I just look at it and it's just like, why is it that I decided to take the steps to make a change, but these women are still stuck?
Make a change. You got prescribed Ozempic, okay? You didn't stop eating like garbage. You didn't start exercising. Your big change is that you are on Ozempic. Big deal. They haven't gotten to that point because they have EDs, something you don't have. You're just a gavone who's large and loves food. They actually have eating issues. That's why they haven't done what you've done, the big change that you've made. They haven't made that yet because neither of them are ready for that. Because they have to work through it with a professional, a therapist, someone who knows all about EDs. So stop comparing yourself to them because you're not them. They're their own people and you are your own person. That's how that works.
Like, they're still not getting it. Like, why do I get it? And they don't get it. Like, so my brain has been kind of like going in the direction of like, my life seems to be coming together. You know, while theirs are just both falling apart because they can't get a handle on their food addiction. And me, I don't even want to eat. And they, all they want to do is eat, so.
You know the difference?
Huh.
You have Jesus.
That might be,
It
might be the Jesus thing.
I think it's the Jesus thing.
But.
Well, then Jesus must not be very happy with you because your life sucks. You're trapped in your body because you're too stubborn to do the right thing by it. You don't own a home and you're in your 40s. You don't have a job and probably never will. You lost your kids to CPS and you can't stand the person that you have to spend 24/7 with. So if your life's so great because you have Jesus, then I would not want any part of your relationship with Jesus because your life is a dumpster fire.
Like, I don't know.
Beck is apparently believing.
Yeah, Beck.
Not sure.
I know there's some things that she's lying about. Like, some things make you go, when she says it. Like, okay, Beck, whatever.
My opinion is it's disgusting that she's talking about all this stuff when Amber was disabled. It's not right.
I think they all need to just get off their high horses and shut the fuck up about each other. That's what I have to say. I think it's...
Are you so dense that you don't understand that the reason that they're still talking about it is because it brings in viewers because people were so invested in their relationship and their breakup? And this is how Amberlynn makes her lives. This is her only income is YouTube. I'm pretty sure Beck has a job. But even her channel blew up when she had her own channel and left Amberlynn, and they don't want to lose that income. So that's why they talk about it. You're too dumb to figure that out? How sad. You know, kind of how you have no content, so you and Rev play video games. That's kind of the same thing. You just do that for the YouTube check.
Ridiculous that the internet has to come together and like bring up a dead relationship that's not even existent anymore.
It's the only thing they have to talk about to bring any views in. What is Beck going to talk about in her daily life? What is Amber going to talk about? She doesn't leave the house. So what would they have to talk about to bring in viewership unless they brought up their relationship?
Like, why even... You know how fucking evil that is to, like, bring up a dead relationship like that? Like, no one in their right mind would like their ex to come in their lives and give all the tea. Nobody. Because everyone's got shit in their past relationships, everyone. Don't say you don't. You're a fucking liar if you say that. You know, everyone's done some hurtful ass shit to their partner and shit. You know, unfortunately. But, like, that's just what happens in relationships. Eventually you're gonna hurt one another. That's with any relationship, really. It's like, but you have an opportunity when you're hurting one another in a relationship to forgive. And I think that's something that Amber and Beck both need to learn how to do with one another, is forgive each other. Because they both said they've moved on, but it's like you're still, like, emotionally there.
So then why are you talking about it if it's years ago and there's no point in talking about it? Why are you still talking about it? Because I certainly don't believe that people are coming to you and asking you your opinion. This is just you giving us your opinion.
Oh well, anyway. I'm gonna close my eyes and rest my mouth.
Instead of closing your eyes, and obviously you're having some mouth pain, I can't imagine why. Why don't you get up off your ass, get out of bed, and go make a dentist appointment, considering you get free health insurance, and go get those teeth taken care of?
Because I don't want to vom with you guys. It's not pleasant. And, yeah, you're probably going to feel like this a few times if you're on Ozempic.
Everyone's body reacts differently. So no, not everyone is going to experience that. So it's just you, and you're going to make it 10 times worse than it really is for sympathy, as usual.
Maybe more, I don't know, but me, I'm done. I'm tired. I don't feel good. But yeah, I honestly am not going to put any of my energy in this Beck Amber thing. I think it's just a way how both of them can appear relevant and gain some money for themselves and sympathy.
And sympathy says the most. Shanny's name should be sympathy-seeking Shanny. That is your core purpose for coming online in this condition, is for sympathy, and you do it all the time. But when other people do it, you're gonna roll your eyes. How funny is that?
It's a very pessimistic view, probably, but it is my view, and that's just how I see it. I think all parties are being childish, and they could put an end to this fucking he said, she said bullshit. You know, they could. But, you know, talking about a relationship that happened half a decade ago, that's...
Half a decade would be 5 years. They haven't been broken up for 5 years, Shanny. Okay, I think it's been more like 2, but you're the one who involves yourself with that nonsense. I could not be bothered.
That's what they need to do with their YouTube channels. You know, that'd be equivalent of me, like talking about my relationship with my exes, and I just...
Shannon, you were just on stream within the last month, because I did a video on it, about how much you missed Chris Dornbush, and why did he do what he did to you, and I could think of a couple reasons why, but we won't get into them. But you 1000% talk about your exes in front of Reb all the time.
I don't even care enough to, like, bring anything up from them. Like, I don't care. I like who I'm with now. So thank you for ending our relationship. I have the best sex in my life. I have a really good best friend who understands me. He likes rubbing me all the time, so, like, I really enjoy that shit. We're so connected with each other that we finish each other's sentences. We know what each other are thinking before we even say anything.
All I'm doing is avoiding trouble. But again, you have a problem with that too.
Fights are good live because it's good for views.
Oh, so that's what you're doing?
No, I am losing my mind.
For what?
Brain chemistry.
Maybe you should stop drinking coffee so much.
What am I supposed to drink then?
Something else.
Like what? What should I drink, hon?
Something without caffeine?
Oh. Yeah, 1 can of something that would calm me down. We can't do that. No.
Oh yeah, like I really want you drunk and...
I'm not drunk on 1 can.
Then why are you yelling at me and treating me like shit?
Because I'm out of my fucking mind.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't want you to be out of your mind. I'm really tired of it. Of being treated bad by you.
I know how to fucking solve it.
Yeah, what do you expect me to do? I can barely fucking walk and you want me out on the streets?
No, I said I know how to solve it.
Yeah, alcohol, so you can go and beat the shit out of me like last time. Yeah, right.
Yeah, say that. Say that.
You're a piece of fucking shit. No, you're a disgusting piece of shit.
Oh yeah, I can totally see how healthy and how happy you and Jason are. I could definitely see that. That's definitely a relationship I envy. Not on this planet, not in this lifetime, would I ever put up with someone speaking to me like that. Ever.
So, I'm happy in that. So, like, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe if Beck is as happy as she claims she is in a relationship she currently has, she wouldn't be looking at lost love. Little food for thought there. Like, If you were really happy in your relationship, Beck, why are you bringing up Amber? I don't care if she's talking about you, like, you wouldn't care.
You would care if you literally were the caretaker for that person for years. She treated Beck like garbage, and she is probably very happy in her relationship and is just defending herself because Amber has a pretty big following, and if she's talking trash about Beck is probably going to want to clear her name. So yeah, she would care because Amber's openly talking about things that no longer matter. I agree, but it's none of your business or concern. It's for views. Do you not understand that again?
You know what I mean?
It's a very un-Pete Steele move to fucking take care of someone and then blast that over the internet.
Yeah. So, like...
Is that so, Jason? Because that's exactly what you and Shanny do. You are her caretaker, and you blast that all over the internet as well. You are two of the biggest hypocrites I've ever come across in my entire life.
I don't know what problem she's having in her relationship, but, you know, if she's constantly reflecting on Amber, something hasn't healed. All right, so, yeah, I'm gonna see if I can come on later. See if I can curb this nausea. Like, I'm still not eating, it's just I'm not, like, online, because I don't think anyone wants to really talk and do a bunch of shit and sit up and...
No, you don't want to sit up and actually do what you said you were going to do because you don't feel good because of the Ozempic. Why don't you take the medication they gave you with the Ozempic for nausea? Or are you even on Ozempic?
Shoot this shit when they just are like, ugh. Plus I have a headache too. That doesn't swim very well either. But you know what? It's what happens when you get on Ozempic. But I don't know. As for the Amber and Beck thing, I'll just say it again. I don't care, but like, if they are happy in their life as they say that they are, they wouldn't be talking about each other. Maybe Beck kind of wants Amber back in a way, but...
Beck was the one that ended the relationship because it was no longer a relationship. And they weren't even sleeping in the same bed until Amber threw a fit about that. So you have no idea what you're talking about. I don't think Beck wants Amber back on any level.
Instead of actually saying it, what the heart desires, she combats it. In front of the internet, which is so dumb. But...
And it's exactly what you and Jason do. You spread it all over the internet, and that's why you have people like me to react to it. It's fun.
Whatever. Anyway. Peace of Maranatha, my lovelies. I'll figure something out. I gotta figure something out on how to broadcast when I'm feeling the Ozempic, nausea. I don't know. Alright, I'm going this time, I swear. Alright, bye.
So that was Shanny's dating advice for Amberlyn Reed and Beck, her ex-girlfriend. I have no idea what goes on in that world because it's not a part of mine. It's not anything I'm interested in or care about, so I just don't watch Amberlyn Reed or Beck. Nothing against Beck. I always liked Beck. I always felt bad for Beck because when you get into a relationship, you don't want to then become that person's, like, nurse. Like, it gets very exhausting. It's not the way you want to see your partner, and it's all in all just a bad situation. So, that was her advice, to keep it off the internet. When every fight that they have ever had, they have broadcasted and then told us it was performance art. So I have a hard time believing anything Shanny says. But I think it's funny that she has the best sex of her life, according to her. Honey child. We all saw what your man was working with. So I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if there's toys involved. I don't want to know if there's toys involved. Okay, I don't know how you're happy with that, but I don't see it. But listen, good for you. As far as being best friends don't call each other pieces of shit and scream at each other and fight with each other every other day. And I mean, you two are so codependent and so not well mentally that it's no wonder you bite each other's heads off, because you're constantly with each other. If you both had jobs and could get out of the house, you could then have something to look forward to seeing them when you get home, and something to talk about when you get home, instead of you two just sitting in that dirty, smoky house doing nothing, with no friends, no supporters, no one, and just expect, the happiest happy ever after you can imagine. It does not work that way. Relationships take a lot of work. They are like a job. And if one is putting in more effort than the other, that doesn't work. So that's what we're looking at here. And that's all I have to say about it, because it's just such a waste of a video. I'm going to go see if there's another one that I can do, or there's an old one. It's not that old. It's like a couple months old, that I can do, that I think that I meant to do, and I recorded it. I just forgot about it. It happens sometimes. So, hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll make you guys another one as soon as possible. But, I love you guys. I hope you all are having a good week. Thank God tomorrow's Friday. And that's it. Hit the like on your way out if you enjoyed this. And I love you guys very much. And thank you for supporting me and being so awesome. And I'm just grateful for you all. So thank you. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye, my lovies.
Hey, to whoever may need this nugget of encouragement.